Bum ba dum bum 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 da 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 da. Welcome back, my friend. This is the BjjBrick Quick Podcast. My name is Byron. We've been. Last episode we talked about technology. This episode we're talking about technology in your gym, and just seeing where we're at with, I guess, the gyms around the world and who's using what sort of technologies, and maybe give some ideas. Mentioned the idea of showing a video in the class, particularly a fight video, last episode, and it was very impactful to the learning process. Another bit of technology that's being used at the gym I train at, it's Fox Fitness in Wichita, Kansas, is they have a login system. And I guess you could add to this, you sign your waiver on the same tablet. But the login system, and I don't know how many people use it, but it's a good idea. I don't use it, but I do think it's good for people to use. I don't even know my login number or whatever it is anymore. I was given one, but it does help kind of keep track of how many times you've been coming to the gym, like how regular are you? Did you drop off the cliff and kind of disappear? If you're rolling maybe like a blue belt, but you're only showing up twice a week or twice a month, maybe you need a little bit more consistency before you get that belt. Maybe you need to kick it up a little bit, and it shows things because after a gym gets a certain size, it kind of overwhelms the management of the gym as far as who's showing up and when are they here. And I don't know, the gym I train at, I mentioned it last week, they have classes all through the day. They have, bright and early 6 a.m. classes, dark. I would say dark and early. It's still dark here at that time. Midday classes and evening classes. I don't think that any one person can keep track of who shows up when. That's not really a thing that can happen. So if you're doing some sort of a login system where you just walk into the door, you type in, your last name or your phone number, I don't know what it would be, and you're noted for being in the gym that day. It gives the gym owner an idea of who's doing what and when. I think that's a great thing. It doesn't mean that after 100 classes or 300 classes or 10,000 that you've achieved anything in particular, but it helps keep track of things. And maybe, and I don't think this happens at my gym, but maybe you get a monthly report on how many times you made it into the gym. And maybe the instructor puts little notes. And if you came in on the 2nd of this month, you learned these few things, and the instructor put a couple notes in there. You get a recap of what you learned, and you can kind of review things. I don't think we're doing that here. I don't know anybody who's doing that in particular, but that would be kind of neat. I think that Jake, where I train, he kind of signed up for a bit of software that manages this. And I don't know if it's like a monthly fee or whatever. I don't know. But he said he was real happy when he did it, and I haven't discussed it with him afterwards. But a super simple way to track your students. Ultimately, could help them push in their progress and help you monitor them. And are they missing things out of what they're learning? Does your gym use some sort of a login system? We're not clocking in, obviously, but do they keep track of you? At least an attempt. I know that a while back they had this for the kids classes. They would write all the kids' names on this big whiteboard, and they put X next to your name. As the month goes on, and some kids would have that thing full of X's, and some would have 1 or 2 X's, and they didn't make it in a lot. And maybe they got some little reward after 10 X's or check marks and that sort of thing. That's not really a digital or technology way. It does the same thing. Maybe it's easy for the kids to see that and enjoy that progress. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you want to support the podcast, go to the website, BjjBrick.com. Click on our link to Patreon. You could contribute like $1 or $2 or $3, whatever, per month. That really goes and keeps this thing going. Hope you have a great day today, and stay sweaty, my friend.